Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, and welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. We're over here at a cow barn. Time to gather up some manure and bring it on over to the BGA and get some cash for it. That's kind of the plan. Well, it's not kind of the plan, it is the plan. I just want to get rid of some of this manure. It's starting to stink up the joint. And I'm having the same problem as I did in Hawke's Bay a little bit, where it could be Stevie's mod, where I don't know, it doesn't seem like it wants to pick the manure as well as it did before. But I also have the mod that starts the manure from the back forward, so that could be causing some. I mean, it's picking up kind of well. But as you can see, we got plenty more manure to go. Meanwhile, on the contracts that we took at the end of the last episode, contract fertilizing field 34 done and complete. The John Deere is in field 35. He's been getting along fine so far this morning. And over here in our cotton fields, our cotton harvester is away harvesting that. And it's good to see I don't need lime. I think I did like a couple harvests ago, so we're good to go there. Mainly what I'm going to be doing this morning while those people are hard at work, we're going to try to shuttle back and forth some manure from the cow barn to the BGA, and also some of the slurry if I get a chance as well. We are going to go to the northeastern part of the map, field number 3, our kind of new field. I don't want to say our new field now because our newest field is field 4. And yeah, so field 3 we need to fertilize. I did download the new guidance steering system. If you remember yesterday, I had a little bit of a hard time with the guidance steering where I couldn't align the track where I wanted it to, and yeah, the new update fixed that problem. Let's go ahead and back up here, and obviously the BGA can only take 50,000 liters at a time, and I say why. Yeah, it's fine. I just need to make a little bit of cash today because the cotton, well, we saw the prices at the end of the last episode. The prices, well, they suck. So we'll just, I don't know if I'll have much to sell today or not. How much manure are we talking about here, cows? How much manure do you have? 206,000, so it's like 3.5 trailers. It's not that much. The slurry will bring over. Does it show me in here? I think it does show me on the Pacific Northwest my digestate level. So this will start going up. I really don't need to, I could sell it if I wanted to. But really, I'm selling the manure at the BGA. I'll get money for that, and we'll get the digestate, and we'll start using our slurry spreader / digestate spreader down here and save ourselves some money on some fertilizer. Well, I can see our weeds are starting to infest. Yeah, our fields up here. We'll take care of that, or the Vulture will take care of that later on. But we're up here. I've already set up the GPS track on it, so we are good to go. I was kind of curious to see if that was going to solve my problem, aligning the track, and it lines it beautifully. This shouldn't take us too long to come up here and rip through this field, give it a stage of fertilization, and it'll be ready for harvest. Oh, I don't know. Well, next week, I guess, because today's my last day here for the week before I head back to Mercury Farms and start packing up some things there. So I can move my entire operation here. That's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. And yeah, hopefully when we come back next, well, I'm thinking I'm not going to get everything I need done in half a week's work at Mercury Farm, so it might be in 2 weeks. But we should have a whole bunch of fields ready for harvest, so I could come back here next week with a bunch of cash. Well, when I mean a bunch of cash, like maybe $500,000. And with that cash, we'll probably buy field, is it 26? The lower plateau over by our cotton fields. I want to buy that other one for $463,000 if I remember correctly. And then we can merge all those fields together, the cotton fields, and just have one huge field. And yeah, we'll just get a lot more cotton that way, and the spinnery will be very happy. Spinnery, wool spinnery, whatever that place is called. Yeah, beep beep, I hear you for sure. Just gotta be careful of the train, although I think the train just went right on through. Yeah, so our John Deere is doing the weeding. I forgot how much he's getting paid. Not enough as far as I was concerned, but you know, the John Deere's not doing anything at the moment. Might as well put him off to work and bring in just a little bit of the cash. So hopefully by the end of today, maybe the barn price will start going up on the silage, because we're gonna have to move those bales today, so I can go ahead and at least cut the grass and ted it and windrow it. That's kind of the other thing I need to do before we leave on out. And then we'll just leave it out to dry until we come back, and then next week we'll pick up a loading wagon and put it on the storage for all of our animals. Our animals require hay. And I think that's the wrong button, doing that. Hitting all the wrong buttons. Yeah, so I may need to sell some pigs today as well. I think we're up in the 440s, somewhere around there. So we'll go ahead and sell a trail of that. So we'll get some cash from them as well. 84,000 does sound good. But we are just about done with this field here, at least halfway done. So it's good that the guidance steering kind of got taken or fixed up right away. I was like, am I not aligning the track? Do I got some mods that are conflicting? You never know with that kind of stuff. And I have quite a few mods going. And I was starting to think of which ones did I activate, which ones are causing the issue. The only thing I'm waiting for in the guidance steering is for the turning at the end of the fields. When he gets that added, that'd be very, that'd be nice. Just have to, the problem is, it's been so long now since I really used the GPS in 17. I mean, I can picture the way the UI looked and how it worked, but some things I kind of forgotten already. But that's me. I don't remember things that well. Give me a couple hours and I forgot what I recorded in this episode. Yeah, so once we get done here, I'm going to have to get this guy started on doing some weeding. Our fields need to be perfect in order for this farm to thrive for a couple of more weeks here. Like I said, hopefully Mercury Farms can bring over a total of $10 million. I don't know if it will or will not. It should be, I would say it's got to be close to 10 million. That'd be a huge chunk of the payment done. I would assume if I paid off 10 million to bring me down to like $115,000 at night. So that's a huge chunk, man. Very huge. Might be even more than that. And I would like to get back to working around our new house. Start building, well, first got to cut down some more trees. But then start working on some landscaping there. But I'm waiting for after Mercury Farms to do that so I can just see how our cash flow really looks. Because landscaping, sometimes you can get going on landscaping and just stop paying attention to your money. Then realize you spent like, you know, 60, 70, $100,000 on terraforming. And you're like, oops, I didn't want to spend that much on leveling ground or making little mountains and dips here and a pond there. Is this going to be my last pat? Nah. I'm going to have another one after this one. And I realize I'm wasting some fertilizer by not turning it on and off all the time when I should. But I'm not using that much fertilizer to begin with, so I'm not too worried about it. And really, I'm kind of waiting to, for some reason, I can't wait to do the cornfields that we have going. Maybe it's because I get to do some chaff. Doing chaff is always fun. I don't know why. I was actually out working today, and I was behind a Kloss Jaguar going down the road. And I was actually right behind him, and I was thinking, all right, how fast do you guys actually go? And he was doing about 30 miles an hour. So I have to wait and see when the DLC comes out, or the Platinum Edition. I'm like, okay, how fast do you guys have this thing going? Because I was behind one doing 30 miles an hour. Didn't look like the most comfortable ride in the world either, but they're not made to be too comfortable. Alright, so I'm going to bring this fertilizer spreader back. We'll grab the weeder and head back up to field 4 where we were last night. And we'll set him off on a worker. He can start weeding that field. We will go back down to the BGA, empty out the trailer. I don't think it'll empty out the trailer, but at least put more into it. It's kind of weird that the wheat kind of grew last night a little bit, and it stopped there, and the other fields were like, nah, we're not ready to grow off yet. And I just realized I think I may have turned traffic off, so that's why there's no cars on the road. Yeah, I was driving the Volvo truck and the trailer down to Lower Plateau, and I had the Fendt tractor behind it on Follow Me. And Follow Me did not want to... they kept saying blocked by an object, and I was like, I don't know what you're blocked by. So, one, I was having some problems with the traffic. Like, all right, I'll turn traffic off. Maybe, we were trying to pull out of the farm, and cars kept coming. So I said, I'll turn traffic off and put the Fendt back on Follow Me behind the Volvo truck. And, at first you would see where... a quick white screen of he's following like 30, I would assume it's meters behind, and then it just said blocked by an object. And I was like, yeah, there's a truck in front of you that you're supposed to be following. That's the object you're following. It shouldn't be blocking you. I just finally just said, out of heck with it. Time I fiddle around trying to get this thing to work, I can just drive the Volvo truck down, come back up, and grab the fence. So that's what I did. And I haven't turned the traffic on since, but I will here in just a second. Because I almost tipped over the Valtra. Yeah, this is kind of a steep little hill right here. Alright, sir, you should be able to do this on your own. This is a fairly square field. Alright, so it looks like he's off to the races. Come back on down here. How much will you accept, sir? You're not going to take the whole trailer, though. Almost. Almost. He's doing fine over there. What I need to do is... Now, I would like to use the manure spreader over here, but that if I do that, I'll have to turn off crop destruction because of the problem I have with cotton stalks, and I don't feel like cultivating afterwards. Where did I put my Fendt tractor? Nope. Yep. So I think we'll turn crop destruction off. And we'll head on over. Grab the manure spreader because we got the manure. I want to use the manure spreader over there and use the... Oh, I just realized our corn is ready for harvest. That's probably going to have to wait though. I'm kind of focused on the fields on the other side of the river. Oh, and that field is ready for harvest. Is that a contract I can take? Is that even available yet? Field 33. Probably not going to be up yet. Let's see here. Nope, don't see that yet. And I probably should have checked the prices when I restarted the game because sometimes it will do some weird things when you restart on the economy. So wool prices are going back up. Egg prices are not doing anything that, gets me excited. Yeah, this price really sucks. And that's all we have for right now. Oh, the silage price went right past it. 153. Yeah, that's... Prices are terrible. But like I said, we're going to have to... I just realized I'm running out of tractors down here. I need to pick up those bales out of that field, and I usually use a Fendt. But he's going to be busy spreading manure. I don't really feel like using the Case Quadratech to do that. So I think the T8 is going to have to come on down here. And we'll start picking up the bales and get them off the grass field. Well, the fun continues. I've been picking up some bales and I've been stacking them over in the further cotton field that we have. And I knew this could be a problem. Well, it's not much of a problem. It's just a little bit of an issue. The way this unloads bales, it's not going to be easy to reload them back onto the baler. They're just going to all topple down when I start trying to collect them. But what I think I might do is I guess I could rent a telehandler and get some bale spikes and take them off that way. Or I could just take this up and try to load them up, and of course when I grab the first one off the bottom, the whole stack is just going to topple over. Well, I'll figure it out. I mean, when the time comes, either it's going to make a mess or something or other. I don't know yet, but the pile looks nice. It's stacking up nicely. This is our third trailer, like we always get. But this time I did mow around the cotton field, so I might get a couple more bales. And yeah, if you have noticed, we are in the T8. I do have the Fendt tractor ready to go. I said, geez, I can send him off, but then I realized he is going to work a lot faster than that cotton harvester. So I'm going to wait until the cotton harvester is off the field, but now I kind of need to remove that cotton module that's in the field. Unless I get, you know, the way my luck is, the Fendt and the trailer is going to line right up with that cotton module. I can just leave it right there and go ahead and spread the fertilizer on the field and just hope they don't line up. And that's what I'm going to try to do to begin with. Now I could use this the heavy lift anything mod and walk over and pick it up and move it over, but I'd rather just use the truck and the trailer like I'm supposed to, so that's what we're going to try to do. Yeah, but also spreading manure on a cotton module, probably not what the spinnery would like to have. I think I got all the bales. I'm trying to remember if I mowed around this cotton field. I mean, I don't see any bales down that way, so I'm going to say no, I didn't. Now, so here's our stack that we got going. Contract on field 35 is finished. All right, perfect. I think it was like 9,000 or something like that, and I was like, boy, that's not. I don't know why that. You would think that would be almost the same price as fertilizing a field, but I guess what they're assuming is the equipment that they were going to give me was the weeder, so I'm not using any spraying. I'm not using fertilizer or herbicide from what they were concerned about, because yeah, they were giving me the weeder like I use, so that's probably where some of the expense comes out of. Alright, unload there. No. Alright, I was like, don't you dare, after doing that, unloading it, that you would spill it over. They got awfully close. They sat there for like the Leaning Tower for about, I don't know, 10 seconds, and they're like, nope, gotcha, we're not going to fall over. Alright, so with that being said, now that the grass field is cleared, our cotton module harvester is almost done with that field, so I need to bring him over to this field to start harvesting. We'll get the Fendt tractor, start spreading some manure. The Case Quadratech we'll bring over with the seed drill, and he'll start planting down some cotton. We're going to flip those fields over in a hurry. That's the plan. But a couple things I need to take care of first. First, obviously, get this this autoloader off the field. I need to take care of the John Deere, get him off field 35, and collect money from that contract. I may skip back up to the northern plateau and grab our Voltra and get him over to another field, and he can start weeding another field. And yeah, I gotta bring the Case Quadratech over as well. A lot of swapping around to do. But our last job of the day, anyways, will be hop into the Big M. Make sure we got the tedder on the back of it this time. And the New Holland will probably Actually, no, because that windrower is pretty big. So I think what we'll do is we'll mow the field first with a tedder and then go around afterwards with a windrower, because that windrower is going to be a lot wider than a tedder for sure. Okay, so you're just about done there. So what I'm going to do here, come in here. I do have crop destruction off, so I'm not going to destroy these cotton stalks and then have a mess on my hands. I mean, it's going to be messy anyways. Wait, I do have cotton. Yeah, crop destruction off. Yes, I do. Alright, so he is all set. He's putting manure down there. Actually, this guy, for some reason up here, or maybe, I don't know, why don't they finish? Seems like every worker. So I got to I guess my workers start on this side of the field, because they don't do the part by the road for some reason. Not that much of an issue. We can handle ourselves. Does anyone remember? Did I put down wheat here as well? Did I just go like wheat across the board? I know I did in the other 3 fields. I mean, this looks like wheat. Yeah, I'm going to say it's wheat. I probably got too lazy in the during the night hours and said, yeah, well, let's put some wheat down. Well, we're in the case Quadratech, and I got the Seadrill behind me. This could be fun kind of going over this bridge with both of these. Fingers crossed no one's coming. Like I said, you can sneak through here if a car does come across, but it's kind of tight. No! Almost made it. Well, okay, he hit the... you know. Yeah, okay, well. Like I said, he can almost do it. I think our Fendt ran out of fertilizer. And I got helpers finishing everywhere. I did take care of the Volvo truck and trailer, emptied out some manure, went back to the cow barn, whatever you like to call it, and filled up the trailer and went back to the BGA, so he's back to work. I got the cotton harvester in our second field. So he's already harvesting that. And I am just about ready to grab the Big M and the tedder, and we will go ahead and start cutting some grass and making some hay. I'll get this guy lined up. I'm not going to send him off on a work yet because we are still fertilizing the field, and I don't want to... Hey, you know what? This guy's not going to catch up to where we're going to be. You should be good there, sir. Should be. Famous last words. Oh, you're just doing a small strip there? Yeah, that's fine. We got plenty of manure to go around. Now, even though I got crop destruction off, I'm still not just going to drive through fields and whatnot. So I need to get this guy back on that field as soon as I can, which is not too bad because the hog barn's right here. We'll top her off. Oh yeah, I forgot to collect for that contract. The John Deere. If I forgot to say, the John Deere is back in the shed. I just brought him back, parked him up. I don't think our weeder needs to be repaired at all. Alright, sir, you can park right in here for now. I'm going to have to see if I need to bring the belt over. I don't know if I can get the manure. You know, I should be able to, in theory, but I'll worry about that when it comes time to. Let's go ahead and dump that out. This takes about 3 buckets. And I keep saying I need to go in the XML file, this modded bucket, and just make it dispense a little bit quicker. Maybe double the rate would be nice. I don't need it to unload in like a millisecond, but... Been thinking about maybe getting a side panel for my steering wheel so I can use like a joystick when I'm using like front loader buckets, or like when using a telehandler, forklifts, anything like that. Keep forgetting that fence is like right there. I already forgot. Is this my third bucket? It actually might take 3 buckets and a little bit more. Meaning like 1,000 liters more. But I will make sure I get that one little strip that we didn't finish off in that field, or the worker didn't finish. See if I can get this a little bit over here. Yeah, so it doesn't look like I'll get... Oh, maybe I will get some of it outside of the pit. And that's all she takes. But I might as well leave the manure right here in the bucket, because I'm going to need some more, I'm sure of it. Now, I'm kind of lazy from backing up, so what I've been doing is just driving right over this pit here. The Fenton has enough horsepower to do so. Now, let me go ahead and unfold that. We'll get it ready. Now, I was trying to remember, even though I set him off on a worker and I haven't kept an eye on him, but I can't remember if the Case Quadratec has a little bit of a problem turning around with that Seadrill, but seeing that he's coming back up the other way, I think he's doing alright. And once again, even though I'll be done fertilizing this field in no time, we're going to have to wait until we can come over to this field, because it's going to take our cotton harvester just a little bit to get going. Did you at least start this row? Yeah, so not far down here somewhere. I mean, can I see where you stopped, or should I just turn it on? Oh, I can see where you stopped. No problem. We'll start it ourselves right here. And we'll do this ourselves, and then park him, and he can get ready. It's going to take our cotton harvester a while to harvest that field. Oh, I still can... Alright, so, yeah, I won't have to use the lift anything mod. I forgot I sent the Case Quadratec on seeding this field, and I forgot all about the cotton module. Which is, I mean, how can I forget about that? That's the most important part of the cotton harvest. That's what brings all our cash. I mean, what I would have to do to get that out of the field is go over to the BGA, grab our truck, come over here, grab the trailer just to get that module off the field. Yeah, I'll do it the right way. I'll go get the truck and get it off the field. Oh, come on. Here we go again with me seeding a field, and here come the weeds at the wrong time. Ugh. That is so annoying. Well, I don't have just one module to pick up. I've got 2 to pick up now. So it kind of works out a little bit. And just perfect timing, as you can tell, our Case Quadratec is, I mean, is going as fast as possible with the Seadrill speed, but he is just about there. And yeah, I'll just I'll raise up some dust. Is that actually riding on the ground? Or yeah, I mean, it probably actually does, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll just consider it like I'm cultivating the road or something. Now, the only thing I don't want the Case Quad to do is do what our other machines sometimes do, is overlap fields, meaning start working this field before I need them to. So we might as well put these modules down by the bales. I mean, I really would like to have a shed down here to put this kind of stuff in, but we'll just keep our fingers crossed that it doesn't rain. And I think I'll leave the truck over here. What? When did those fall? Oh, I bet you our case, when he started seeding, came down and knocked him over. Well, they're not going anywhere. Oh, they look so, well, there goes my screen. I didn't get a screenshot of that, did I? Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, I was going to get a screenshot of our bales all stacked, but not now. I mean, there is one straw bale in there, by the way, as well, so that kind of throws it off a little bit, but it's all good. Alright, actually I better back this guy up because our case Quadratec is coming, and obviously he needs all the room that yeah, I'll just push those modules back a little bit further. They're good. Yeah, we're fine right there. Alright. Now what I need to do is, how did you do up here, sir? You did alright. We'll get back to you at some point. Perfect, that's what I want to be in. Grab the tedder. Our mower's in good enough condition to go ahead and mow. And Ted. Alright, let's go ahead and nope, let's not unfold it yet because, yeah, I got plenty of room now. I'm trying to figure out if I had enough room to get to the fence for the tedder or not. Alright, that needs to be lowered and turned on. This needs to be lowered, and I need to change how you drop the grass, sir. Should be Control Y at some point. There it goes. Swath dropping, left swath, right swath, wide spreading. That's what I want. Fire up the engines. And it shouldn't take me that long, hopefully. But nothing that I want to make you sit here and watch the entire time. That's for darn sure. But as you can see, we got hay right out the bat. Not like Seasons. Not like Seasons, which we will get to in about a couple weeks' time, I do believe. Fingers crossed. But yeah, we'll get this field all tedded up, and then we'll grab, the T8 is not being used right now, so we'll probably grab him. We'll grab the Krone I think it's a Krone windrower, and we'll roll these up, and then it'll be ready to be picked up at some point next week. Sooner the better. But let me get this field done, and then we'll go ahead and windrow this right on up. Well, I do believe after a long afternoon of mowing grass, swapping some vehicles around, we got this field all spread with manure. The Case Quadratec is going ahead and planting some cotton back in there. My weeder, well, we got done weeding these fields. I'll send them off weeding that field afterwards. And the manure is all being sold. I got the last trailer over here. No more manure at the cow barn except for whatever they're producing at the moment. But what I need to do is, because, well, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it did take me a while to go ahead and mow this field. A little bit longer than I thought it might, but it's going to be all good. The price of silage, I just checked, is starting to go up, which is good for us, but not for today, probably. So that's going to, maybe later in the evening, if we're lucky. I did not check the price of the wool. I'm pretty sure it's the same story on that. We do have enough cash to get through the night, but when we wake up in the morning with what we have, it's, we're going to be fine because we are going to get some money from the BGA from selling all that manure. if I get like $30,000 or $40,000, that would just be splendid. Yes, I use the word splendid. So yeah, we should be fine. I was going to mow some more grass around the cotton fields, but our silo can only hold 500,000 liters, and I'm trying to remember how much grass / hay we got off this field the first time we mowed it and put it into the silo. Well, let me correct that. We put into, if you remember way back when, we had a hay maker that we ended up selling. Yeah, we put it into a hay maker, and of course what that would do is, basically I was cutting grass into the swath like I normally would. You pick it up and you put it into the hay maker, and the hay maker dries the grass into hay. Hence, hay maker. But some people kind of thought it was kind of cheaty, which it kind of is, and I said, you know what, we're just limiting a lot of work that'd be interesting to do once we get the series going. So here we are, tedding and windrowing our hay. It's not going to take me too long to windrow this up because working width is almost like twice the width of the Big M, and I'm going about 7 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour faster than what the Big M can do. So yeah, my time is going to be cut here pretty quick, which is good because it took a while to mow. And then, of course, I did take some time switching some vehicles around, some workers around, trying to get some things done here that need to be done. Just like all the weeding up the Northern Plateau, we don't need to, there's only so much, you can't sit there and watch me weed every field. Yeah, I think at one point I probably am going to do a cotton harvest, but it takes a while to harvest those fields because of the working width of the harvester. Even the modern harvester that we have, going at the speed that it does, still takes a while. But it's all done. It is going to be nice kind of rowing up this field because of all the cutting that we've done. Yeah, I left little bits and pieces here and there, so windrowing up the field here is definitely going to help clean it up for, well, at least one try. Somewhere in there. At least once it'll look nice and clean. I was going to bring the spreader over here, the manure spreader, to fertilize this grass field, but I said I really should pick up the hay first before we go ahead and put some manure down, if it accepts it right away, because we just cut it. I think it should, but then again, it sometimes this field, I don't know why, but one time I tried fertilizing this field after the first growth stage with a sprayer, liquid fertilizer, and it wouldn't take it. I actually had to wait until it was ready for harvest before it would accept it. But then last time, when I was fertilizing the cotton fields, it came over here on its own because of the working widths. It was probably working in both fields at the same time. Came over here, and it fertilized it right away. So I'm not quite sure. But with all finally the cow manure is gone at the cow barn, we're kind of cutting into the pig manure just a little bit. We are up to 450 pigs. I do need to sell some pigs, but I think we'll do it next week. I'm not going to skip a day or anything like that until we get back next week because of the money situation. I probably am going to try to sell a little bit of the cow slurry in between now and then as well. Maybe just work a little bit into the evening hours. But all this hay here is going right into the silo. It should be a pretty good amount. I think we got pretty close to 450,000 liters the first time. That's the number I can recall, and the silo only holds 500,000. And I do believe I got some in there to begin with, so I may have to bring a trailer or two over to the TMR near the end, but that is fine. Actually, I just may just bring it all over. I may just take one trailer, put it into the silo over here at the hog barn for the horses, and I'll bring all the rest over to the Total Mix Rations mixer and just dump it right into there, because the cows don't need it at their silo or in their pen. It just needs to be made into Total Mix Rations. Yeah, this is not going to take me as long. Thank God. Yeah, when I was getting ready to cut, when I was cutting this field, I said, yeah, it's going to take me a little while, and I was going to say probably 15-20 minutes. I'm like, nah, it's not going to take me 15-20 minutes. Yeah, it did. You know, without modded stuff, I don't know if I could cut this field all in one go at regular speed, because that would just yeah, I don't even know what regular speed is anymore in Farming Simulator. I don't know. I do when they release a series, like when this game came out in 19. Of course, there was no mods out. It took about a week before people to dip in and create them. I think Stevie got right into it and he was creating some mods, which helped out. It's just that when you're working on a big field like this and you're trying to record a video, it's like I need to go a little bit faster. I mean, this episode here, let's see, I'm approaching, pretty close to 2 hours of recording here. I got to edit down because, well, I can't stand to watch 10 minutes of my own videos, let alone 2 hours worth. Yes, I did get asked that question once. Do I watch my own videos after I edit them? And no, well, when I'm editing them, I just kind of like, yeah, that looks good. But after I render it and upload it, I don't even bother checking my own videos. I'd rather watch someone else on YouTube here and there. I try to. It helps you get ideas once in a while. Plus, there's a lot of people out there like watching on the tubies, like we all do. I don't think I'll get it in one more pass. I mean, I got this pass here, but I think I'll have to go down and come back up one more time. But it's nice to use this windrower because we've only used it... Actually, have I used it at all? I'm starting to think that I haven't because... Yeah, because I think the first time we only made hay once, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that was with a haymaker, so I would have just taken the Big M and mowed it into a swath and picked up with the loading wagon and dumped it right into the haymaker. So I don't think I've used this windrower on this map. I've used it on Hawke's Bay, but I haven't used it on this map, I don't believe. Yeah, this windrower was in FS15, and I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it was a mod in 17, but I don't know if it was in the base game for 17. I don't remember. So it looks like I'm going to get done before the Case Quad does. And when he gets done, I'll have to turn crop destruction back on. So there is no rush to really pick up this hay right away, because without seasons it's not going to decay, and that's rhyming too much, and I didn't do that on purpose either. But yeah, so when I get back, we're getting done here just as it's getting close to evening hours, so maybe we will load some up, probably sell some pigs, because let's see, I'm at 450. Actually, I probably could make it into the morning hours and the hog barn won't fill up. So I'll probably sell 2 trailers worth of pigs. There's $168,000 right there. We'll have our fingers crossed, and like I said, the price at the barn for silage is going up currently. I mean, just barely started to go up. So I think we were at 150 a while ago, and I think it was like at 158 when I looked at it. So it just started going up. So hopefully that skyrockets. A fabulous price would be like 220, but as long as it gets up over 200, I'm fine with it. And depending how we're doing money-wise, if the price doesn't get above 200, we'll just keep those bales there. I'll keep them there until I really need to sell them. Yeah, but definitely we got to get to the corn, harvest that corn next week. Then of course we have to plow, cultivate. Oh, I need to check on contracts because that field 33 has a crop in it ready for harvest. I thought it looked like wheat to begin with, but we'll have to see if that contract's available. So it's nice to get paid to harvest someone's field, and any crop left over you get to keep. That's always a bonus. There, this didn't take me that long at all. Just as 6 p.m. hits. Yeah, we'll just do it. Why not? We'll go up like this, like that. Stop right there. That's all fine. Turn off. Lift up. Fold up. When that's folding up, let's go into our contracts. Okay, is it in here yet? It's kind of weird how contracts sometimes come up. You're like, oh, there's a field I want to harvest. I'll wait for the contract. And sometimes it doesn't even come up. Field 33 right there, harvest. Harvest for 18 it is barley. Timberline flour mill, that's not, it's way up in the northwest part by our field 4. But we will accept that. I got to come down here. I'm trying to double click it. Fertilize field 34 again, huh? No problem, Blake. I'll accept that. Oh, I have not. I'm trying to double click again. Completed. I have not collected that yet. That is field 35 for weeding for 9,348. So, yeah, we got 2 contracts. Fertilize field 34. And, of course, field 33 is ready for harvest. It should be a decent harvest because, well, there's no weeds. Doesn't need to be plowed. Doesn't need to be limed. And it's got at least 1 stage of fertilization on it. What are you guys doing in field 35? You do anything? It's growing, so I just got to wait for a fertilizing contract there. And it's canola. I would like to get that one for the pigs because pigs, food-wise, not too bad. For 455 pigs, but we'll be selling them next episode. So, yeah, that'll go right down to pretty close to 300, and those bars look a lot better. Plus, we're going to have corn we're going to feed them. I do have some sugar beet still left over, like 80,000 liters of sugar beet. So I should be able to top them off with that. We are growing wheat up in the northern plateau, so I can, when we go time to harvest that, I do have plenty of wheat in stock up there, but I'm going to wait until we harvest that, and then we'll grab a trailer load and bring it on down to feed them. And of course, we'll just have to wait on some oil seed, which will be the next what we plant up in the northern plateau. I kind of got a rotation going up there now. So right now we're doing like a cereal crop, and then we're going to do an oil seed crop, and then we're going to do a crop that we can harvest and sell, and then it's back to cereal crop, oil seed crop for the pigs or hogs. So we got to use the windrower. I think that is the first time I got to use it. This T8 is kind of out of place. He needs to get back up to the northern plateau. Yeah, I just gotta wait for this guy to finish it, which he almost is. Maybe next week, if we do well at Mercury Farms, which we probably should, because we're going to do nothing but harvesting. So I need 460, we'll just say $500,000 to buy that field, and yeah, then we can own all the fields over there and start making some more cash. But with that being said, actually, before I go on up to the northern plateau, because I'm trying to keep up with the bio plant here. Let's go ahead and sell. That should be all the manure. It should take all of it, and I think what I'll do is I'll go over and grab the tanker, and I may sell some slurry while I'm waiting for. No, I don't need to start you up. You shut up. You stay right there. Yeah, he can sell some slurry while the case quad is finishing up. But that is going to do it for us for today, guys. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time on the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.